And welcome back to the next episode of That's No Shields. Alright, so I made some modification to this ship. It was so slow before, I had to add in more engines. And that means a bigger engine over here. I need to actually change that to armored, because it is our primary propulsion. The ship's faster now. I had to add in, because of the additional engines and less reactors back here, I had to spread reactors out through the rest of the ship. So the core is not as strong as before. It has a lot more reactors in it. There's also one reactor in each wing and 2 reactors in the nose. This right here should help. The overall design should make it fairly durable. It is lacking in point defense. It has no point defense. So I was planning on making also a point defense version. So we'll go ahead and rebuild this with a point defense ship in mind. And we're going to want to make sure it is about the same speed. For now, we'll go ahead and do the same thing we did before with the overall engine layout of the previous design. And we're going to want to make sure we have good armor on it. I wish I could just hold down and paint, as it were. Can't, though. So we could do that, but I'm actually thinking we're going to do something like this. And that. And let's go ahead and armor up the wings. Yeah, probably do that. No, that one's open. Curses, I misclicked. Alright. And that, and that, and that. Oops. Actually, let's make this a Vulcan-based a Vulcan-based point defense ship. And we're going to need to bring ordnance along for the ride. Gonna need power plants. Gonna need more power plants. Gonna need a lot more power plants. Okay. Let's up armor all of these. Of course, the ones that are down I have to click individually for each one. It's always loads of fun. We'll go ahead and armor these. And we'll armor these. Yeah, we need to armor these. Give us some resiliency, hopefully. Just don't take any ordnance. Or any energy to fire, I mean. So this is an energy-free point defense system right here. I think this will work. So we'll call this the We'll call this the Defense Bear. As you'll note, it has barely any defense. Okay, bad jokes aside. 5 and 7, so we'll go ahead and save that, and then we'll go ahead and look at the other one, which is the Laser Bear. So the Laser Bear actually has slightly better turning. I'm actually kind of curious why. The downside to this current design is it has no ability for specials, which is no power to engines. I should probably fix that. We should probably have some means of doing power to engines. So we're going to put on some capacitors. And probably a little bit more power. Oh, there we go. Now we're at 8 turning. I guess it was just a little bit too much mass to get the 8 turning before. And we trimmed the mass by taking off these armor plates and replacing them with power capacitors. And this will at least give us the ability to run full powered engines on this ship. So go ahead and save it. Confirm the overwrite on the Defense Bear. Oh, right. We need to see if this is actually what we want, or if there's... It's a pretty cool looking paint job. Of course, the American flag. I guess it'd be like Tron themed. Flag. I think we'll go with this color for all our ships. Save. Confirm. Then you go to the Laser Bear and paint it correctly. Save. Confirm. So both our ships have a turn rate of 8, a movement speed of 5, and the Defense Bear actually has a bigger energy pool than the Laser Bear, but it does not generate anywhere near as much power. So go ahead and look at the overlay, set the roster. What is the Talon Striker Mark III? That's... Why is everything so spread out? Okay, there we go. Like, why is everything so spread out? Game! That's this ship, that's right. And I was commenting how the previous design, the Talon Striker Mark I, was pretty good, and then I just shifted a little bit, tweaked it a little bit. It's a pretty good ship design. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna die quick. Oh my word. If that thing is hit by anything, it's dosed. Alright, so is there any other design we really want to make right now? We could modify... we could probably make a missile bed if we really wanted to. Do we want to make a missile bed? So if we were to make a missile bed, it would look something like that. Ordnance storage. More ordnance. A lot more ordnance. It's gonna need more power. And so for pure missile spam, never running away type ship, I would condone this right here. I would condone this. This is, I would say, would be acceptable. Has a lot of rocket spam off the nose. The one downside is it is kind of light on ordnance for a rocket spam ship. 3,300 at 21 a second is only going to last you one, maybe two fights. I should say one or two drawn out long fights. So in that respect, I would consider it to be low on ordnance overall, but it's well armored, and I would condone it. We'll probably save it as a design. We'll save it as a missile bear. Let's be unimaginative in our naming convention so we can remember what everything is. Oh, right, we didn't paint it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There we go. Save. Confirm. Alright. So we need to build a fleet to take out that. Remnants we could possibly take them out with the missile design. I would say maybe 6 of those missile cruisers with 2-point defense cruisers would probably do it. We just don't have that kind of command points, though. We have 7 command points, and each one of these takes up 2. So we have enough for 4, which would be 2 laser bears and a missile bear. Two missile bears and 2 laser bears. Or a defense bear. That'll be fine. We really ought to build a fleet academy before building those, though. Alright, let's go ahead and run. You know what? Oh dear. We're going to slow boat it back. Because we need to come up here, refuel here, and explore around this nebula. Explore these 2 systems, well, these 3 systems really. And all these systems up here. That are now within reach because of this refueling point here. No. We don't need you. Something that is to note, a lot of the early leaders that have very low stats will get better over time, I've noticed. I don't know if it's 100% guaranteed or if it's just likely to happen. I honestly don't know. But I do know that it happens quite often. So I think we're going to go there to that planet next. Let's go ahead and by that. You can't stop this signal, and we won't stop broadcasting. That's what I like to hear. I mean, good for them. Alright. We have refueled. Time to come up here for another refueling stop before making our next exploration progress. Confirm. Alright, so I actually really want to build an explorer. Then I'll build that, build that, build that. Alright. I want a second exploration vessel because we're going in two completely different directions, very spread out away from each other. It's going to be hard to keep shuffling our explorer from one side to the other and explore efficiently. So we're going to build a second explorer. Alright, research is done, and we now have a choice: aeroponic farms or soil enrichment. We really don't have a lot of farming type worlds available, and we do have a lot of large population unfarmable worlds, which means we're also going to need to colonize a lot of planets if we're doing the free colonies, the free food, the aeroponic farms. We're going to have to colonize a lot of tiny planets we can't fit 3 population in. Or we need to turn Tor into a farming world. Nothing but farming. And we need to make that decision before we do anything else. And I'm thinking we really need to go the farming world route this game. We have a second farming world that we could build it here. Those would be our 2 farming worlds supporting the entire empire, basically, if we go soil enrichment. And I think we can make it work. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Tor will become a farming world, it looks like. Which means we probably will be destroying the Fleet Academy that we bought at some point in the future, but not right away. So let's go ahead and take soil enrichment. Just because I don't foresee us having a lot of planets that have less than 3 population on them. I just don't see it happening, because that one's got 2, that one's a 1, but we're going to be getting asteroid belt upgrades soon. So we'll probably just do the soil enrichment. Oh, right, that's up here. Well, I'm an idiot. We just want to take a straight jab out, I think. That'll leave us at half fuel, basically, so we'll be able to come in here and get back in one run. That'll be one run out and back, and then up to here. Maybe further if we can. Here, 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 then back maybe. Yeah, that would also work. Let's go exploring towards the center of the galaxy now. And how much further? 2 more turns. Not bad. Alright, explorer's done. So we'll come down here and probably enter this field, actually. Probably do that. And because that is a nebula, I don't know if we'll be able to see out of it. Again, I'm new to Sector 0. What? Ancient fuel cache. Ooh. Ooh. This sector contains a huge number of perfect spheres formed from 100% pure reactor fuel. Whoever owns this sector gains +3 AU per turn bonus to fleet speeds. A mining station upgrade built here will send +3 production per turn to the nearest friendly colony. Hey, guess what, Tiger? Guess what you're building? Guess what you're building? Guess what? You are definitely going to be building a construction ship and research labs. Trade goods, okay. 9 turns. Can't really speed that up. Gonna change that out to that. And our first laser bear is up. We need to get a research lab up before the next one, though. Yep. Probably beneficial to us in the long run if we do that. 12 turns versus 19 turns. So that's, what, 7 turns difference? And research labs produce +1 for scientists and +5 flat. So over those 7 turns, we'll be sacrificing, or I guess we'll do it this way, right? So by finishing 7 turns earlier, we'll be getting 7x for 7 research a turn. Okay, so let me pull up a piece of paper and do a little bit of math with you. Actually, I gotta find a pencil. There we go. Pencil. Hey, it's even got lead in it. Okay, so pencil, piece of paper. So right now it's 19 turns, right? And we are producing 3 science a turn. So 3 times 19 is our total currently. If we put 2 up here, we are going to be getting 12 turns of 0. 12 times 0. Plus, we are going to be getting 7 turns times 3, 4, 5, 10. So, by building it faster, we'll be getting 70 science over that time span. Doing the other way, we'd be getting 21 plus 30 is 51 over that same time span. So yes, it is worth it definitely for us to do this. Because that's 70 research versus the other way of getting only 51. So, math for the win. Oh, we can't do that. Can't fly through the Chuck sector. Detour. They want first contact or we'll get a wormhole. We do not want a wormhole. Hopefully we can make first contact soon. Orbital habitats, delicacies, that's nice. Orbital habitats, none of these are farmable worlds basically. Delicacies are really good. I really want more delicacies. You know what? Detour, wormhole. Well, we found the Draylock. Oh my word. Pirates. This really won't do a lot for us because we don't have that many large population worlds at the moment. I think I'd rather have the 500 BC. Oh, that's 50 turns though. We'll do that. 50 turns. Let's see what that gives us overall. Oh, that is a awful planet, but I mean, I guess awful's relative. We have our constructor available. So our constructor is going to come up and get the fuel depot first. And fight! Alright. Some good combat here. So we have our laser bear. We have enemy carrier, Corsair, with Class 1 shields and a fighter bay. Ion beams, fusion engines. Yep, fusion engines. Fusion power with antimatter reactors as well. My, those pirates. They got everything, don't they? Bye-bye, Pirate Corsair. Now, the struggle to kill the fighters. It looks like the Starbase has it with its flat cannons. Maybe. Okay. Was that it? I think that was it. Okay. Victory! Golden coin of defense! Plus 20% damage when fighting inside friendly territory. It's really nice, actually. Because that completely negates our racial penalty of 20%. And we also have that strategic resource. Remnant encounter. Junk field cleared. I guess that would be this junk field. And apparently it got cleared somehow. I didn't clear it. I don't know what they're talking about. And yes, as I suspected, I can't see outside of this. So we're going to have to fly all the way through it. Delicacies ×2. Ooh, tasty. I don't remember. Did that have a monster? I don't think that had a monster, did it? I don't remember. So I guess we'll swing back through. Well, one thing's for certain. There is a pirate fleet in this system. That is for certain. I don't remember if there's a enemy fleet around this planet. If there isn't, I want to get that planet ASAP. I'm going to turn on that laser bear. After the laser bears, we'll go ahead and build a couple more colony ships. And move you guys down. Well, that's 15 per turn, not my calculated 7. Why did I calculate 7? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, 7 turns, right. But still, that's 5 higher than my calculated 10. So, yeah, definitely building the research lab faster was definitely worth it. Because we're getting 15, not the 10 that I thought we'd be getting. The administrator bonus is... Oh, the happy! That wasn't there. Okay, so that's 3 of the 5 I'm not expecting. Mysterious, but I'll take it. Alright, so enrichment is done researching. That's good. Now we need to take... Since we are going to need defensive flares, period. We don't have shields. We're not going to have shielding tech, so we need some way to divert those missiles that prevent the missile damage sooner rather than later. You love it. We love it too. Or we love to do it. Chuck affiliation. Oh, yes. Alright, and we need to come up here. We need that mining station. Defensive flares are researched. We need the Imperial Bank. And a most unexpected discovery. Awesome. Instant research completed. I'll take it. So, rich asteroid belt, which is good. Radiated pore, which is awful. And a huge tundra pore, which is also pretty bad. A lot of subprime real estate, that's for sure. Cheese drivers. So really, I'm thinking plasteel armor and probably particle collider is what I'm thinking. Thinking those two for our next upgrade. Rail rifles would be really nice too. And let's be honest, mass drivers really aren't that useful against enemies that have shields. They are not the most useful weapon against shielded targets. They are a good standoff weapon, but they're not very useful against shields of any type. And most of the things we're going to be facing are going to have shields sooner rather than later. I'm thinking of just bypassing mass drivers altogether. Our ships overall could fit a lot of mass drivers. But I think we'll go rail rifles and plasteel, although polymer armor wouldn't be bad choice. Plasteel would make our ships a lot more nimble and give us more resiliency. So I think we'll go plasteel next. Or particle collider. Actually, particle collider, then plasteel. Oh, right. Really? That was not close enough for a combat. Come on, game. That was not close enough for a combat. Alright, the inevitable retreat in face of the Churuka Swarm? Crucia Swarm! That's what it is. Crucia Swarm. My goodness, I cannot get that right. See ya! That was pretty close. Oh man. Hadn't seen that one that close. Hadn't seen one of those that close in a while. That was pretty close. Alright. Well, I guess that'll see it for this episode. So, see you guys later. Have fun. Get a good picture here of the Clarathi Shogunate. AKA the No Shield Shogunate. We have pirates coming in. We're going to have to move our fleet up to take care of those pirates. Alright, see you guys next episode.